but whose importance, he says, cannot be overstated. Trevor is working on the Presentation Mastery Path, Level 1, Evaluation and Feedback. Having given a speech as part of this level and received feedback, Trevor's aim now is to apply that feedback to a second speech. Evaluator, please note that Trevor has two main goals in this presentation: slowing down the rate of speaking and developing and delivering a tighter conclusion. Timer, Trevor would like the green light at 5, yellow at 6, and the red light at 6 minutes 30 seconds, please. Now, please join me in welcoming Trevor with his speech entitled The Amazing Invisible Earthworm.
The earthworm. Who here in the audience has ever thought about the earthworm on a daily basis? Raise your hands. Yeah, just like I thought. No one here thinks about the earthworm on a daily basis. But this slippery, slimy creature is super, super interesting to study. And in fact, can actually tell us a lot about our own lives that we have really forgotten. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, I'm going to teach you all about the earthworm today. In fact, I would say today is your lucky day, because I'm going to give you 10 crazy facts about the earthworm. And I'm also going to show you that just because something is invisible to the naked eye doesn't make it of less importance to our everyday lives. So, without further ado, 10 crazy facts about the earthworm. Crazy fact number 1. Did you know there are over 6,000 earthworm species in the world? 6,000. I only thought there was one earthworm species. Now, in North America, there's actually only 3 species of earthworms. The first one is the angleworm, which is actually used for bait for fishermen. The second one is the nightworm, which obviously just comes out at nighttime. And the third one is the one that we all know. It's the rainworm, which comes out at night, or when it rains. Not at nighttime, but when it rains. Crazy fact number 2. Second crazy fact. Did you know that earthworms have no lungs? They actually just breathe through their skin. Can you imagine walking through your life just breathing through your skin? I know it'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Now, we're close to getting into the third fact. This fact is a little bit disturbing and gross, so bear with me, hold your stomachs, because I'm going to tell you this crazy fact number 3. Crazy fact number 3 is that earthworms actually excrete a lubricating fluid from their skin to actually go through the earth more quickly. Does that gross you out? I see Catherine kind of wiggling in her seat. Yeah. But the other gross thing about fact number 3 is that earthworms can actually shoot their lubricant through the air, and one species does it actually through 12 inches through the air. That's just gross. I don't know who came up with that fact. Okay, listen, fact number 4. This is really interesting. Earthworms are both male and female. And which means they produce both sperm and egg. They procreate by actually pressing their bodies against each other, passing sperm and egg between each other, which is pretty interesting. Now, in terms of how they produce their young, they have like a ring-like structure called a clidium that, when released, fills with eggs and develops into a cocoon. All right? I know it's very funny. I know that word is like, I don't know how to say it. Right? So we're gonna have some fun with that one. But the cocoon actually houses the eggs, and when it's ready, the cocoon breaks open, and out come these little worms. Crazy fact number 6, baby worms are fully formed at birth. They develop sex organs about 2 to 3 months later. Now, the average lifespan of an earthworm is around 2 to 3 years on average. Okay, crazy fact number 7, the size of an earthworm can vary. Starting off at ½ inch to, okay, get this, 10 feet long. 10 feet long, which is crazy. Where would you find a 10-foot-long earthworm? Well, you're not going to find anything here in Regina. You actually have to travel to the tropics to see the 10-foot-long earthworm. Crazy fact number 8, glaciers that formed during the Ice Age actually wiped out all of the earthworms. And they were reintroduced by settlers from Europe who thought that bringing earthworms back could actually improve soil conditions. Crazy fact number 9, we're almost there, so bear with me. Crazy fact number 9, the earthworm's digestive tract runs from the tip of its mouth all the way to the end of its body, making it a very efficient digestion of food. And the food that the earthworm eats is actually made up of some soil and decomposing matter and leaves and those types of things. And last but not least, I come to the most important crazy fact about earthworms. The food that the earthworm eats actually gets excreted as potassium and nitrogen, which helps the soil become more nutrient dense, for allowing for better plant and seed life. Now, in conclusion, I really hope that you now understand just how important this little underground creature is for the sustainability of our crops and plant life. To quote a famous saying from the book The Little Prince, it is only with the heart that one can see brightly. What is invisible, what is essential is invisible to the naked eye. You see, even though you cannot see the earthworm on a daily basis, doesn't make it of less importance to the ecosystem around us. And perhaps, just perhaps, we should actually take something from this fact. You see, just because you cannot see something physically in your life, but you feel it emotionally, doesn't make it of less importance to your life. So the next time you step out into a rainy day and see an earthworm, just remember the importance of this little creature that has for the viability of the soil, the plant life, and this precious planet we call